Warning. This program contains coarse humor and a sense of language that some people might not share. Viewer discretion is advised.
After a while, somebody knocked at the door again. Seems that the infirmary is the most popular place to go. Suddenly, I decided to roleplay as a nurse. Just a male version. And said, "Come in." The door opened and Uliana entered the room. "Wow, did I miss the moment when you decided to start knocking?" "Anything wrong with me knocking?" She frowned. "Where does it hurt?" "Why on earth would I tell you?" "Where's the nurse?" "Right in front of you." I imposingly crossed my legs and looked questioningly at her. "I'd better go. I'd be better to die than be treated by you." She smiled mischievously. "You didn't even let me try." Uliana thought for a moment. "Though, could you give me some pills?" "What's bothering you?" It took her some time to reply. "A heavy stomach." "Sure it's not an empty head?" I muttered under my breath. "What did you say?" "Nothing, just give me a second." I found the pills in the first drawer I opened. "Thank you, doctor." She smiled cheerfully. Watching Uliana, I can only imagine how an optimistic and active child could have any health problems. I don't know, you got food poisoning from the canteen? Considering the local cuisine, it's not that surprising. "Maybe." She smirked. "I see you're still alive and kicking." "Well, I'm not complaining." "Bye!" Uliana ran out of the infirmary, slamming the door. Again, I went back to studying Soviet fashion trends. Time passed, but the nurse was still absent. I wasn't searching for Shurik, wasn't looking for any clues concerning my situation. I was just sitting and flipping through a magazine. Just for a moment, I felt quite satisfied with the situation. So far, everything that has happened could just be seen as a trip to summer camp, and nothing changes any time soon, then I can start worrying. Again, somebody knocked on the door. Did I miss the outbreak of an epidemic? Slavia was standing at the doorway. "Oh, hi. Isn't the nurse here?" Hi. No, she's not here. I'm taking over for today." "Great. I'd like..." She hesitated. "What?" "No, it's nothing." Strange. I wouldn't even think that such an open person like Slavia would keep something quiet. If there's something bothering you, tell me. That's why I'm here, to treat people. I smiled widely. "No. I mean, yes, but no." Hearing that made anything possible, even division by 0. "So, how can I help you?" "You? I guess you can't." She smiled and was going to leave, but suddenly stopped. "However, could you step out for a minute?" "Why not?" "Okay." I stepped out of the infirmary and leaned against the wall. I wonder what she might be doing, something that I can't even see. After a minute, the door opened and Slavia came out. She was carrying a small bundle. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, so... Good luck, I shouted after her. "Thank you." She gave me one of her sweet smiles before leaving. I looked at the time. It was getting late. I'd read the magazine backwards and forwards, but the nurse still wasn't here. Suddenly the door burst open and Alyssa rushed inside. She looked at me piercingly. "What are you doing here?" "Sitting." I admitted honestly. "Okay then. It's even better without the nurse," she murmured. "Are you sick?" I asked acidly. Alyssa didn't answer and came closer to me. "Move over." "Why?" "So I can open the drawer, isn't it obvious?" "What for?" She got angry. "None of your business." "Well, I'm kinda in charge here." She gave it a moment's thought. "Then give me some activated carbon." "Stomachache?" "Yeah." She grinned sharply. I got the feeling that there was something wrong here. I mean, do your freaking job, you dumbass. But you never know. What if she really had an ache? Okay. I reached into the drawer and got out a packet of activated carbon. Thanks. She wrestled it out of my hand and ran away. It was 15 minutes till dinner and the nurse still wasn't back. I guess just leaving this place won't do. She asked me to look after it, after all, and who knows what might happen if I leave. Though who would want to steal anything from here, except for Alyssa stealing activated carbon? I opened the magazine and began flipping through it for the nth time. The fashions of the 80s weren't that fun anymore. Yawning got me several times. It was already 6 o'clock, so dinner had already started. Of course, I had to be on the watch till the end, but my stomach seemed to have its own opinion on the matter. I stood up and steadily headed towards the exit. A rustling sound came from behind the door. Could it be someone else who got poisoned, broke their arm, or even something worse? I sighed heavily and pulled the doorknob. However, there was no one out there. Seems it was just my imagination. I returned inside and noticed that something had changed in the infirmary. To be precise, an apple appeared on the table. But where from? Fruits can't just materialize from thin air by themselves, can they? Though in this camp, anything is possible. Chances are someone just brought it in here. Maybe Lena wanted to thank me. Given that she's all shy and... Wait, how could she just slip in past me like that? Lena wouldn't climb through the window after all, so there must be something else. I was suddenly overwhelmed by fear. What if the apple is poisoned? Though, why would somebody complicate things when I'm here totally helpless and can be killed way more easily? Or maybe the apple which Eve tasted in the Garden of Eden. In that case, I certainly shouldn't eat it. The same second, my stomach reminded me that it was there by rumbling traitorously. However, it would take time to close the infirmary and reach the canteen to get food. My stomach is about to eat itself. There's nothing wrong, I guess. Once again, I tried to remember if the apple was here before. In the end, it must have appeared from somewhere. Maybe it got here through the window. The shutter was slightly open, so someone must have reached in and put it here. Nothing serious, however... I don't eat mystery fruit. No. Even assuming that this is a normal apple, in any case, I shouldn't eat unwashed fruits. Just like that. I found my reason for fear and put the apple away. It was time to go for dinner.